jestem pedo de Burak in vitam the sunshine. Pedo, is what they call me here in Poland because Polish people like to make you feel very welcome. Pedo as a pedophile, by the way. And de Burak, does this mean that my little girls are like little Burakis? And I have these guys. I have these guys. There's these 6 guys that stand in the corner because I live in Gliwice in Silesia, and the 6 drunk guys. They're always on the corner, and they shout across to me because they know me because I write for the paper here, and they always shout across, "Hey, Pedro de Burek, how are you doing?" in perfect English, and I always shout back at them, "Hey, drunk men standing on the corner at 7:30 in the morning. How are you guys doing? That's the real question." They intrigue me, these 6 guys on the corner. I sit there and I watch them every day. They're always in the corner. And they're indestructible, these guys. It's like -10, it's -20, it's a Polish winter. And these guys are still standing there laughing with the beer can stuck to their hand. And I get the feeling that if Putin drops the bomb on Poland, and believe me, he's going to drop the big one on Poland, because the whole Ukraine thing, sorry girls, the whole, that's just a warm-up for Poland. He wants to have the real party here. And when everything is destroyed, everything will be destroyed, apart from these 6 guys who are standing on the corner. A little radiation. It's just like dendrus, it's all. I love Putin. Sorry, this isn't part of the act, but just because you're here, I have to talk about him. I love this guy. He's like a Bond villain, isn't he, Putin? I can just imagine, like, you know, he's in the Kremlin. Special Agent Donald Tusk has to kill him. He breaks into the Kremlin. Putin's waiting there, stroking a white cat. We've been expecting you, Donald Tusk. And I love Tusk. Tusk is great. He's the only world leader who looks like he's been snorting cocaine for 12 hours. I think, never mind, you know, I know you're worried. I can see the worry there. Your country could be destroyed, it could be obliterated. And this is terrible, this whole concept of war. Sorry, there's a Marine in the audience too. There's a Marine, an American Army guy. I like to bring people closer. He's an American Army guy. Someday he's going to invade you guys too. So get to know him before he invades you.
Unfortunately.
I don't like this idea of armies fighting. Thousands of people killing each other. And what we should have single combat. If we have the ruler of Russia, Putin, and he's their best guy, let's get him to fight the best guy. Let's get him to fight the best guy in the Ukraine. You've got the guy, the boxer guy, what's his name? This is perfect. Get him to fight Putin. Even though I think that Putin will be a sneaky kind of fighter, wouldn't he? Because Klitschko will be there about to box, and Putin will pick up the sand, he'd throw it in his eyes, he'd kick him in the balls. That's the type of guy Putin is. He's a dirty fighter, right? But then you got Tusk. I wouldn't be worried about Tusk, because Tusk has the wolf eyes. But once you look into those eyes, it puts the fear of God into you. And Putin will just run away, especially when Tusk's head turns around 360. That'll really freak you. Single combat, believe me, this is the way to go. Let's not kill the innocents. What do you think, Army guy? You think, yeah?
Yeah.
I think that's... sorry, I shouldn't be talking about army stuff. I don't talk about politics in the act. I just, when I heard the Ukrainian girls get... Is this your first time here? You've been here before? I just love this wallpaper. Is this wallpaper something else? This is like best wallpaper in 1972. Brezhnev designed this wallpaper. It's lovely. Here we ran out of budget. No money. Okay? And what's really freaking me out when I was sitting down is these 4 holes. It's like the Shawshank Redemption or something. I just, some guy's going to be tunneling out of the prison. He's going to land in here. I'm pretty, yeah. Like I was saying, sorry, I'm just captivated by this corner of the room. Sorry, I live in Silesia. I don't speak Polish. It's a big problem for me. I don't speak it. I'm getting hassle. I was getting hassle off you, Alexander, today about it, but not speaking. I don't speak Polish. I'm here 4 years. 4 years. I know it's 4 years because today is my daughter's birthday. And I came when she was born, so this is how I know exactly 4 years. I know you're thinking he's a terrible father. He's here. He should be at home with his girl. Cheers, Tadley. But I don't speak the Polish. And I tried to learn it. I tried my best. And there's certain words that stick in your mind. You know, there's certain words that, you know, like Kishanka, for example. You remember the word kieszonka because the food, the sausage, you eat this. Once you eat this vile food, you can never forget the name. And I have this theory about kieszonka. Kieszonka doesn't come from any animal, because no animal tastes this disgusting at all. Kieszonka comes from humans, right? This is the big Polish secret. The Polish people know it. It comes from humans. There's probably some factory. And the reason why the foreigners don't know it is because it's probably made out of foreign people. There's some big factory in East Poland, in Białystok or somewhere, and there's a big grinder, and come on, mud heads, quick. Well, I tried to learn Polish, because I'm married to a Polish lady, I have the in-laws, I'm in Silesia. So I got the book, Teach Yourself Polish. And for 6 months it was going good with this book. For 6 months I was having fun, I was relaxed, it was going good. Then I got to page 3. And on page 3, there were those words that the Poles know about. They have no vowels in them. It's all S, Z, C, R, Y, N, M. It's all consonants. And I said, I really want to say this word. And I wanted to get to page 4 very quickly. Yeah, that was hurting me. It was hurting my testicles. It was hurting. And eventually I got a fucking stroke. Half my face just went numb. And people were saying, what's wrong with you? I tried to learn Polish. It's a dangerous language. It hurts you. There are words that I know because they sound like something in English. This happens to me, like your word for Sunday, for example. Niedziela, I'm saying it kind of right. Niedziela. I remember this word because it reminds me of Nigella Lawson, the name Nigella Lawson. So when you think of Sunday, when you hear the word Niedziela, you probably think of, for the Polish people in the audience anyway, you probably think of what, like a priest or going to mass. I think of an English woman with big tits. There's also the phrase, "Co to robisz?" I like this. "Co to robisz?" I know it. You know why I know it? Because it sounds like the English, "Sort the rubbish." Excuse me. Can you please sort the rubbish, please? Your desk is right here. Sort the rubbish. So now I have a phrase, and I feel really cool with this phrase. "Sort the rubbish." And it's good. And my in-laws are always like weirded out. Why is he always asking us what's happening on Sunday? What are we doing on Sunday? Sort the rubbish, Niedziela. I walk around saying this all the time. I feel good about myself. I think the worst part, is having to mime things out. When you don't speak the language, you have to act things out for people. Like, what was I doing the other day? I was in Tesco's. I was looking for steak. I went to the fridge and there was no steak there. I turned to the Tesco lady and I said, have you any steak? And she was like, steak, you know, from a cow. And she threw me a packet of condoms. She thought I was horny or something. I think it's worse. You know, if you go to the shop, if it's there on the shelf, great, you put it in the trolley. But if it's not there, it's like a panic station. There was no eggs one day. What do I do? Whatever it is. It's bizarre. Stamps are another big problem. Have you ever tried to mime the word stamps? It can get you in a lot of trouble. I went to the post office. I was there. Sorry. I need stamps. Hello, how are you? Hi. Good to see you. Just in the middle of joke. I fuck up joke for you, okay? I go again, fuck up next joke, okay? Sorry, you're welcome, sit down. There might be some room at the back, but I'm not too sure. You might find some space. Can people move in, let that man sit down? Let's get back to the post office, okay? So in the post office, in a panic for stamps. I don't know why. Who sends letters these days? For some reason I was sending a letter. I said, stamps to the lady. And she was like, yeah. I said, stamps, you know. For the letter. And she had this look on her face. A look like she'd just been confronted with a sex offender for the first time. She called the security, I had to go. It could have been worse, it could have been a lot worse, you know, she could have fallen in love with me or something, you know. The way he licked his fingers, it reminds me of Uncle Munich. The other big problem with the language, I'm really running this language thing into the ground. The big thing with the language is, the big problem I have, is that I can't get angry with people in Poland. Because there's no point getting angry with people if they don't understand you. There is no satisfaction. I'm trying to think of something that happened to me. The pharmacy, or the apteka for all the Polish people. I was in the apteka, and I was standing there, and You know, when you're in the pharmacy, the stuff you're getting is very personal. You're getting like the wart cream, the Viagra, the antidepressant drugs, but the Polish people always queue very closely to you. They just don't like to let any space in at all, in case some leaf blows in between you or something. And this guy was breathing on my neck, he was getting... I turned to him and I said, you know, I was being sarcastic, I said, you know, if you get any closer, you're going to be making love to me. He just kind of smiled, ho ho ho, and, well, you know, he stayed there, he didn't move, he was still breathing on my neck. Please buy me a drink or something before you get to this. A little bit of foreplay. I was in the park. Last year I was in the park. No one ever believes this story. I was in the park. It was very cold last winter. It was freezing cold winter. And I was jogging in the park right beside my house. I love to go jogging in the park. And I was jogging in this park. And there was a man coming towards me with a dog, a medium-sized dog, not any type of aggressive dog. But the dog broke free. And he ran towards me and he started biting at my crotch. I don't know why he was doing this, but he was biting at my crotch. Now, as I said, it was very, very cold because of the winter. And as all the men in the audience know, when it's cold, we undergo a physical transformation in the groin area. There's shrinkage in the groin area. He had nothing to bite, you know. I don't want to come out. So I pushed the dog away. I pushed him and I got angry, not with the dog, with the owner. And I wanted to say to him, a pestilence on you, sir. And may the bites of 1,000 fleas torment your scrotum forever. This is what I wanted to say, but I couldn't say it because I don't know how to say this. And the only thing I could think of say was, "Sort of rubbish, which made him run away. Gone.